非常感谢各位，看看现场这些优秀的运动员，我得说，刚才见到你们真的很棒。希望大家都领到奖牌了，有人没拿到吗？没有就好，因为我要确认一下，我不希望有人离开的时候不开心。请坐。这地方没得比，对吧？教练，你觉得白宫怎么样？很赞吧，对不对？我刚跟这群高尔夫球手见面，我问他们差点是多少，他们说是正4，我说正4、正5，甚至是凭标准杆，这实力太强了。他刚才说的甚至更高，我说你是在跟我开玩笑吧？太厉害了，恭喜各位，超棒的团队。我听说过这支队伍，今天下午我听说了所有队伍的事迹。今天在场的不止1、2支，而是7支来自全国的大专联赛冠军队伍，他们每个人都是冠军。这些学生运动员展现了非凡的天赋与自律，当然出生时也带了点天赋的好运。教练，我不确定。我看着这些有着40胜1败、37胜2败记录的教练，这记录真的强到夸张。我想你们肯定有什么过人之处，有些非常特别的东西，因为你们的成就真的非常特别。各位赢家，欢迎来到白宫，一个非常不可思议的地方。每次走在白宫，我都要掐一下自己。我说这地方真是不简单，能邀请各位是莫大的荣幸，因为你们都是了不起的人。今天下午在场的包括2025年度第1级全美男子高尔夫冠军。当我介绍到你们的时候，要不要站起来一下？后面那群假新闻媒体都在看，他们对你们会比对我好多了，他们绝对会对你们比较客气。那是奥克拉荷马州立大学牛仔队。我刚才说，我在奥克拉荷马州的77个郡全部胜选，第2名是隆纳雷根，所以我对此感到非常自豪。不知道为什么奥克拉荷马州的人这么喜欢我，我也不太清楚是怎么回事。请坐，教练，做得好。这支不可思议的球队在总教练艾伦·布莱顿的带领下，整季展现了稳定性、韧性与精准度。艾伦真是令人难以置信！牛仔队在整个春季赛展现统治力，横扫多场胜利后，夺下了第12座全国冠军，太扯了！他们让奥克拉荷马州立大学感到非常自豪，那是一间很棒的学校，也是体育名校，出过许多厉害的冠军和球队，而你们就在顶端，恭喜各位，这很棒！改天我得跟你们打场球，我想找你们比赛看看，虽然我觉得会被打爆，这一场比赛我还真没什么把握。各位只要有来这附近，随时让我们知道，好吗？我们会让你们去我说过的地方，就在波多马克河畔那个特别的地方，好吗？同样在场的还有2025年度全美大专女子排球冠军，德州农工大学农夫队。谢谢，很好，请站起来。我看电视转播的时候，那种天赋水准真的强到夸张，而你们就是最强中的最强，这真的很了不起。从全国冠军赛的开球到最后1分，农夫队都充满斗志与决心，在场的每个人真的都充满斗志与决心。他们统治了锦标赛，横扫了头号种子肯塔基大学并夺冠。为什么对方是头号种子？到底是怎么回事？怎么回事啊？我不喜欢这样。这夺下了队史首座全国冠军。肯德尔·史道尔斯是进攻王牌。肯德尔在哪？真的吗？你是那个王牌吗？没错，我敢说你确实是真正的王牌兼冠军。还有大4的对角攻击手罗根·雷德尼基，在对阵肯塔基时贡献了11次扣杀。罗根在哪？恭喜你！罗根，你有多高？6'3"，哇，那真的很强。听我说，但我想恭喜大家，多么优秀的运动员！非常感谢优秀的运动员，请坐。另外，在胜利者的行列中，还有2025年度全美男子网球冠军威克佛斯特大学恶魔执事队。阿诺·帕马是我在另一个运动领域的好友。你们的高尔夫球队表现如何？我不知道，他们很强吧？应该也很强。但他们在激烈的季后赛中奋战，夺下了队史第2座全国冠军。迪凯塞雷斯拿下了决胜分，确保了决赛以4比2战胜德州基督教大学。我要恭喜你们！我看到你就坐在那。我问谁是队上最强的选手，他们全部都指着他，对吧？所以恭喜你，迪凯，你的表现真的很惊人。你度过了一个伟大的球季， 你们大家的球技都很精彩，非常感谢，很好。你们知道，阿诺帕马是我的好朋友，我在他晚年的时候认识他，他是位了不起的冠军，他就是读那间学校，对吧？他在那间特别的学校读书，而且他以前很爱那里，那间学校很有名，那真的不简单，我去过那里。接下来是2025年度全美女子网球冠军，乔治亚大学斗牛犬队，他们刚夺下了第3座全国冠军。请站起来，好。索菲亚·罗卡奠定了这支队伍的惊人胜利。他在输掉第1盘后逆转战局，统治了接下来的2盘，帮助乔治亚队横扫了德州农工大学队。我只能说，斗牛犬队加油！那是一个很棒的州，我爱那个州。我在那边的选举也选得很好。你们知道，我只喜欢我赢下来的州，这就是其中之一。不过还是非常感谢大家，恭喜，真的太棒了，做得好。那并不简单，在网球赛获胜是很困难的事。我也打一点网球，虽然没到那个水准，完全没到，但那是件好事。恭喜各位，非常感谢各位的光临，谢谢，谢谢。同样跟我们在一起的是2025年度全美大专女子保龄球冠军，他们送了我一件漂亮的夹克，杨斯敦州立大学企鹅队。你们知道那件夹克被检查过了，你们在哪？那夹克被特勤局用光线扫描过，检查的严密度会让它看起来都不一样了，真的，他们检查的程度你们绝对不敢信。但我还是要非常感谢你们。这很漂亮，这支队伍拿下了队史首座全国冠军，将名字刻入史册。哇，大4的麦迪逊·马克斯，麦迪逊在吗？恭喜你，太了不起了！他在决赛中势不可挡，并入选了全美第1队。能入选全美第1队可是件大事。所以麦迪逊，你保龄球平均打多少？208，太强了，老兄，这很棒，所以恭喜你。保龄球并不简单，我试过，对我来说不太行，那非常困难，实际上真的非常困难，而且这应该是多年来最强的队伍之一。抛开其他不谈，总之非常感谢各位，恭喜来到白宫，谢谢。我们也很荣幸能表彰2025年度全美女子足球冠军。佛罗里达州立大学塞米诺尔队，他们刚夺下第5座全国冠军，也是队史第2次连续夺冠。他们刚拿下了队史第5座全国冠军，还是队史上第2次完成连霸，这真的太强了。大2的中场球员佩顿·麦高文这季表现惊人。佩顿在哪里？佩顿，你人在哪呢？佩顿，表现很棒吧？你真的有那么厉害吗？你打算转职业了吗？我看会哦。我觉得你一定可以，我有这种预感。他在18场比赛中都担任先发，最后还入选了2025年的全美最佳阵容。还有大4后卫克莱，而雷恩也拿到了他的第2座全国冠军。恭喜佛罗里达州立大学的所有人，恭喜各位，干得太漂亮了，非常谢谢你们，真的很了不起。那是一间非常非常优秀的学校。最后，我们邀请到2025年的全国大学混合射击冠军西维吉尼亚山地人队，他们赢了51分。苏西，我们在西维吉尼亚可是完全主宰，教练说不定比你统治射击界还要猛哦。我不知道了，但我超爱那一周，那边真的很棒，那里的人也都超赞的。想想看，这可是他们第20座射击冠军，而且教练每一场都在，大概啦，基本上是每一场都在。这太惊人了，我真的要好好恭喜你们。西维吉尼亚是个好地方，非常棒的一周。我在那边有很多朋友，我们常去那。你们知道的，当你赢了快45分左右的时候，说不定还更多，你就会想说，我爱死那一周了。而且他们也爱我，我想不出有什么理由不爱。但能赢球，我非常清楚这有多困难，所以再次恭喜各位。这是校史记录，也是大学射击史上拿过最多次冠军的计划。你们现在就是射击界的龙头，恭喜各位！这真的是一项非常非常了不起的成就。大学体育是美国最珍贵的传统之一，在球场上的磨练塑造了赢家的品格，而你们就是赢家，不然你们今天也不会出现在这里。在场的运动员代表了那种最强韧的决心与团队合作，这就是为什么在我的政府领导下，我们正努力拯救 大学运动现在发生的事真的太离谱了，真的疯了。我们想做的就是帮助像在座各位一样的运动员。我一上任就终结了这个可怕的不公不义，禁止男性参加女性的运动赛事。不知道各位认不认同？有人赞成让男人参加女子运动吗？想举手的可以举手看看。目前感觉是没有啦，我从没遇过支持的人。虽然民调说这件事的支持度是80比20，但我从来没遇过那边的人。我看根本是99比1。教练，说不定还更高哦，对吧？搞不好是100比0嘞！我竞选时一直提这件事，我说绝不能让男女性运动混在一起，大家都要疯了。但我的意思是，你们这群人真的太政治正确了。所以本月稍早，我签署了行政命令，要执行几项关键改革，保护像你们这样的计划。虽然这些计划不常上头条，但这对常年累积的教育、体育以及我们非常需要的竞争与求胜能力至关重要。我们现在有了，感谢最高法院的英明判决，我们国家终于再次回归以实力为准则。换句话说，如果你是最强的射手，你就是最强的；如果你是最强的高尔夫球手，你就是最强的。这些事都非常重要。为了停止那些只对大型计划有利的撒钱计划，我们将规定转校系统中只允许1次免罚的转学机会。我想在座各位都懂我的意思。有些人转了3、4次学校，搞得简直像在玩大富翁。为了留位置给新秀，我们也规定大学球员有5年的参赛上限，因为高中刚毕业的学生不该去跟那些28、29岁的人竞争，那些人只想留在学校多领点钱。赖在大学不走，而不去打职业联赛，这真的太荒谬了。法院把情况搞得很危险。我们本来有很棒的大学体育，结果居然让一个法官来决定。那个人根本就不懂运动，我看他对运动简直一窍不通，居然裁定整个制度违宪。100多年来，我们建立了这些制度和奖学金，明明发展得很好，现在却搞得一团混乱。但我们会把它搞定，我们找了很多专业的人才在处理。所以现在需要国会采取行动，厘清法院造成的混乱，并建立永久改革来保护各级大学运动，尤其是某些特定项目。坦白说，大家都把焦点放在美式足球，但美式足球现在正摧毁大学的经济，因为薪水给的太高，学校亏钱亏到根本撑不下去。所以最近几周，白宫召集了全美许多最受尊敬的体育界人士和主席，我们找了大概64位顶尖人物到场，包括史上最强教练之一的尼克塞本、洋基队老板兰迪莱文，还有非常厉害的高尔夫球手布莱森德上。教练，他表现不错吧？他甚至能进你们队，对吧？我不知道了，你们队真的很强。但他应该能进。还有提姆·蒂波，他人超赞，加上查理·沃德跟亚当·肖华，这群精英提出了一套强而有力的建议。我的政府承诺会与国会合作推动通过。我签署了行政命令来落实这些建议，这会带来很大的改善。代表美国参加奥运的运动员中，有75%曾是大学运动员。如果不解决这问题，以后就没什么奥运代表队了，因为现在许多项目搞得简直像小联盟一样。你可以管它叫大联盟或其他什么的，但我们是在训练顶尖运动员去拿金牌。如果没有大学体育让你们竞争学习不断变强，奥运代表队就真的完蛋了。美国许多伟大的执行长和企业家都是透过大学体育学会了自律、勇气和冲劲。我也非常热爱运动，我的一生深受运动的帮助。守护这个传统不只是公平竞赛的问题，这确实关乎国家的骄傲与伟大。你们一路拼搏到了体育界的顶点，而现在我的政府也会像你们守护国家一样。 为各位而战。你们为国家拼命，所以我必须恭喜各位，你们是一群真正的冠军。我知道在场上和人生中赢球是什么滋味，但我总说，运动就是人生的缩影。最美妙的是，在短短2小时或1个赛季中，就能看清一个人在人生中的样子。有时你得花好几年才能搞清楚。但我得说，你们是不可思议的冠军，我钦佩也尊重各位。邀请各位来到白宫是我的荣幸，你们一定还会再回来的。谁知道呢？说不定哪天你们之中的某个人，或是2、3个人，苏西，你觉得呢？说不定会回来接替我的位置哦。你应该不想了，我觉得你们才不想要嘞，没那个必要。但各位能来真的很荣幸，恭喜各位！还有，如各位所见，这里有一些漂亮的奖杯，我们会发放一些奖品。等一下可能还会再见到大家，你们可以在白宫逛逛，放松一下。非常感谢各位今天到场，谢谢大家。
Thank you very much. Some great-looking athletes. That I can tell you. It was great to meet you before. I hope you all got your medal. Did anybody not get the medal? No, because I want to make sure. I don't want to have anybody leave unhappy. Please sit down. There's no place like this, right? The White House. Coach, what do you think? Pretty good, right? I meet all these golfers over here. I said, what are your handicaps? +4. I say +4, +5 even. That's good stuff. He actually said higher than that. I said, you got to be kidding me, right? That's great. Great. Congratulations. Great team. I heard about the team. And I heard about all the teams this afternoon. We're joined by not 1, not 2, but 7 collegiate championship winning teams from all across the country. Champions, every one of them. And these are student athletes that have demonstrated remarkable talent and discipline. And we're born a little bit lucky with talent because I'm not sure, Coach, I'm not sure. I look at all these great coaches that have these records, 40-1, 37-2, pretty good records. But we're talking, I guess you probably have to have a little something very special, because what you are and what you do is very special. To the winners here today, welcome to the White House, a very, very incredible place. I pinch myself every time I walk through the White House. I say, this place is really something, and it's a great honor to have you because you're very amazing people. Among those joining us this afternoon are the 2025 Division I men's golf champions. Why don't you stand up when I introduce you? For a second, you got all the fake news back there, so you know you'd have they'll treat you better than they treat me. They're going to treat you better than they treat me. And that's Oklahoma State Cowboys. And I just said that I won Oklahoma 77 out of 77 counties. Second was Ronald Reagan, so I'm very proud of that. It's somehow they like me in Oklahoma. I don't know what that is. Sit down, Coach. Great job. The incredible team showcased consistency, grit, and precision all season long, led by head coach Alan Bratton. Alan, unbelievable. The Cowboys dominated throughout the spring, capturing multiple victories before securing their 12th national title. Amazing. They have made Oklahoma State very proud, and it's a great school, and it's a great sports school, too, with some unbelievable champions and teams, and you're right at the top. Congratulations. It's great. I'll have to play golf with you guys some. I'm going to try giving you a match. I think it's going to be tough. This is a match I'm not looking forward to. And anytime you're around, you let us know, okay? We'll let you go over to the place I told you about, a special place on the Potomac River, okay? Joining us as well are the 2025 NCAA Women's Volleyball Champions, the Texas A&M Aggies. Thank you. Good. Stand up. When I watch television, I watch the level of talent. It's actually incredible, and you're the best of the best, so that's an amazing thing. And from the opening serve to the final point of the national championship, the Aggies played with heart and determination. Everybody here played with heart and determination, really. They dominated the tournament, sweeping top-seeded Kentucky to claim, why were they top-seeded? What's going on? What's going on? I don't like that. To claim the program's first ever national title. Kendall Stowers was an offensive powerhouse. Where's Kendall? Are you a powerhouse? Yes, I can tell you are indeed a real powerhouse and champion. And senior opposite hitter Logan Lednicki delivered 11 kills against Kentucky. Where's Logan? Congratulations. So how tall are you, Logan? 6'3". Wow, that's pretty good, let me tell you. But I want to congratulate what great athletes. Thank you very much. Great athletes. Please. Also in the winner's circle, we have the 2025 NCAA men's tennis champions, the Wake Forest Demon Deacons, and Arnold Palmer was a great friend of mine in a slightly different sport. How's your golf team doing? I don't know. They're pretty good, right? They're pretty good too. But they battled through the fierce postseason to claim their second national title. DK Suresh delivered the clinching point to seal a 4-2 victory over TCU in the final, and I want to congratulate you, and I see you right there. I said, who's the best player of the team? And they all pointed to him, right? So congratulations, and that's really incredible, DK, what you've done. You had a great year. You all had a great year. Thank you very much. Good. You know, Arnold Palmer was a great friend of mine. I got to know him toward the end of his life. He was an unbelievable champion. Went to that school, right? He went to that special school, and he used to love it. And it's known for that. It really was something. I've been there. Up next are the 2025 NCAA women's tennis champions, the Georgia Bulldogs, who just captured their third national titles. Stand up, please. Great. Sofia Rojas sealed this team's incredible victory, losing a first set before roaring back to dominate the next two and clinch Georgia's sweep over the team from Texas A&M. And all I can say is go Bulldogs. That's a great state. I love that state. Did very well there too in the election. You know, I only like the states that I win, so it's one of those. But thank you very much. Congratulations. That's really fantastic. What a great job. That's not easy. Winning in tennis, that's a tough thing to do. I play tennis a little bit. Not quite at that level. Not quite. But it's a great thing. Congratulations. Thank you very much for being here. Thank you. Also with us are the 2025 National Collegiate Women's Bowling Champions. They gave me a beautiful jacket. The Youngstown State Penguins. You know, the jacket's been gone over. Where are you? The jacket's been x-rayed, gone over by Secret Service at a level that doesn't look the same. It just doesn't. They've gone over it to levels that you wouldn't believe. But I want to thank you very much, because it's beautiful. The team rolled their way into history with the program's first ever national title. Wow. Senior Madison Marks, where's Madison? Congratulations, that's incredible. Was unstoppable in the finals and was named the first team All-American, and that's a big thing to be named first team All-American. So what would you average in bowling, Madison?
I ended my college career at like a 208 average.
208, that's fantastic, man. That's great. So congratulations. It's not easy bowling. I've tried it. It doesn't work too well for me. It's very difficult. Actually, it's very difficult. And it's supposed to be one of the best teams in many years beyond everything else. So thank you very much. Congratulations for being here at the White House. Thank you. And we're also proud to recognize the 2025 NCAA Women's Soccer Champions, the Florida State Seminoles. They just clinched their fifth national title and back-to-back championships for the second time in the program history. That's amazing. Sophomore midfielder Peyton McGovern had an impressive season. Where's Peyton? Peyton, where are you, Peyton? That's great, huh? Are you that good? Are you going to turn pro? I think so. I think you will. I have a feeling. Finding herself in the starting lineup for 18 games, was ultimately named the 2025 All-Tournament team. And senior defender Claire Rain earned her second national title playing with FSU, and congratulations to all of you. Congratulations. That's a fantastic job. Thank you very much. Really amazing. It's a great school. Finally, we have the 2025 National Collegiate Mixed Rifle Champions, the West Virginia Mountaineers, 51 points. Susie, we dominated West Virginia, maybe even more than you dominated the rifle world, Coach. I don't know. But I love that state. That state is the greatest. It's such an incredible group of people. And think of it, for their 20th national shooting title, and the coach was there for all of them or most of them? All of them? Just about all of them. That's amazing, and I just want to congratulate you. West Virginia is it's a great place. It's a great state. So many friends there. We've been there a lot. You know, when you win it by 45 points or something like that, maybe more, you like to sort of say, I love that state. And they like me, I guess. I can't imagine why. But for you to win, that's I know how difficult it is, so congratulations to all very much. This was the school's record as the #1 most winning program in collegiate rifle history. So you have the #1 school in rifle history. Congratulations. It's an amazing accomplishment. So college sports are among America's most cherished institutions, a tradition where lessons learned on the playing field shape the character of winners. And you are winners. You wouldn't be here if you weren't. The athletes here today represent the very best of that grit and determination and teamwork. That's why under my administration, we're fighting hard to save college sports. What's happening is crazy. It's crazy. And what we want to do is help athletes, like all of you in this room. And as soon as I took office, I ended a terrible injustice and banned men from competing in women's sports. I don't know if anybody agrees. Does anybody agree with that? That men should be able to play in women's sports? Would you like to raise your hand? Well, so far I have never found anybody, but they say it's an 80-20 issue, but I've never been able to find anybody, so I think it's a 99-1. Maybe it's a little bit more than that, Coach, right? Maybe it's 100-0. I campaigned on that one all the time. I say there will be no men in women's sports, and people would go crazy. But I mean it, but you're politically correct, so. Earlier this month, I signed an executive order to implement a number of key reforms protecting programs like yours, which don't always get the top headlines, but are crucial to strengthening years and years of education and sports and the ability to compete and to win, which we need very much. We now have, thanks to a wonderful decision in the Supreme Court, we're a country that's, again, based on merit. In other words, if you're the best shooter, you're the best shooter. If you're the best golfer, you're the best golfer. And all of these things are very important to stop the pay-for-play schemes that only benefit the largest programs. We will only allow one no-penalty transfer through the transfer portal. I think most of the people here know what that means, where you had some people going to 3-4 different, it's like they became like monopoly players. And to ensure room for the new talent, we're also instituting a 5-year eligibility cap for college players, because students right out of high school should not have to compete against players that are 28 or 29 years old who decide they can make more money staying in college than they can by going into the professional leagues, which is pretty ridiculous. It's a very, very precarious position that the courts have left us in, because we had great college sports, and a judge decided, who was not a person that knew much about sports, actually I think knew nothing about sports, decided that the whole thing was unconstitutional. For over 100 years they developed these programs, a lot of scholarships, a lot of great things happening, and now it's a total and complete mess. But we're going to get it fixed up, and we've got some fantastic people doing it. So we need now Congress to act to clear up the confusion created by the courts and institute permanent reforms to protect college sports at every level, and especially some sports. And frankly, you know, a lot of the emphasis is put on football, but football's now destroying the colleges economically, because they're being paid so much that the colleges are losing so much money. It's not sustainable. So in recent weeks, the White House has convened many of the most respected sports figures and commissioners in the nation. We had all of them here, just about all of the top people, 64 of them, including Nick Saban, one of the greatest coaches ever, Randy Levine, the head of the New York Yankees, Bryson DeChambeau, a rather good golfer. Was he pretty good, coach? He'd make your team even, right? I don't know. That's a pretty good team. He will make your team. Tim Tebow, wonderful guy. Charlie Ward, Adam Silver. This incredible group developed a strong set of recommendations, and my administration is committed to working with Congress to get them through. I signed an executive order instituting those recommendations, and it's going to clean it up a long way. It's going to take it a long way. 75% of Olympians competing for Team USA played as college athletes. If we don't straighten out this, we're not going to have much of an Olympic team, because you have so many of these sports, especially certain sports where it's like the minor leagues. You could call it the major leagues. You could call it whatever you want, but we train unbelievable athletes to go in and win the gold medal. And without college sports, without your ability to go into college sports and compete and learn really how to play and get better, we're not going to have much of an Olympic team anymore. Many of America's greatest CEOs and entrepreneurs learned discipline, courage, and drive through playing sports in college. And I loved sports. I mean, I was so helped in my life by sports. Saving this tradition is not only a matter of fairness and sportsmanship, it's a matter of national pride and national greatness indeed. All of you have battled your way to the absolute top in sports, and now you have an administration that's fighting just as hard for you as you fight for our country, and you have fought for our country. So I want to congratulate you. You know, you're a group of real champions. I know what it is to win in sports and win in life, but to win in sports is, I always say it's a microcosm of life. The beautiful thing, you know in 2 hours, or you know in a season, how you are in life. Sometimes you have to go a lot of years before you can figure it out. But I have to say, you are unbelievable champions. I admire and respect all of you, and it's an honor to have you in the White House, and you'll come back. And who knows, someday you might, one of you or two of you or three of you, Susie, what do you think, might come back as me. You don't want that. I don't think you want that. It's not worth it. But it's an honor to have you here, and congratulations. And here we have some beautiful trophies, as you see. And we're going to be giving things out, and we're going to be seeing maybe some of you later. You're going to hang around and enjoy the White House for a little bit. And thank you very much for being here. Appreciate it. Thank you very much, everybody.